Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all my friends all over the world. So today we will be discussing Rumi. Yes, tell me, what are we going to discuss?
Today, we've decided to discuss the topic of how to be happy, which very much everybody is looking for, especially during these days. And also, I just wanted to give this message to our viewers that today we have a special segment of laughter yoga with one of our master faculties, Miss Abir. So Miss Abir shall be joining us and will be taking us. She is a trained laughter yoga therapist. She is one of the master trainers of Karma Guru Academy. She will be joining us for a laughter yoga session. So it's recommended everybody join in, call in your family members since you will be at home, and all of you join the session, please.
Yes, she is amazing and she's our host for Lebanon. Let's give a clap for Abir. So who can teach you how to be happy? You can go to the internet, find so many things, do this exercise, do yoga, do dancing, building gratitude, thankfulness. This is all wonderful. This is just, if by just being in gratitude, you are not in gratitude to your father, your mother, your wife, husband. How will you learn gratitude?
Words.
100 different ways. I'll tell you one way, the only way, which is going to get you 100% result. So when I am mindful, understand this. When I am a mindful, only, then I am happy. I have a guarantee success of being happy 100%, which I should tell in my class 24 hours days, 365, 24 hours, every day, 365 days. Only when I am mindful. That means when I'm following the 11 steps of Karma Yoga. So most of you people know who are my students, some of you do not know. So you need to join our class. Someday we are going to give an online class also. To be mindful, and please, the mindfulness which is in the internet, please don't waste your time. That is not, this is just they do copy here and there. You cannot be mindful if you do not know what is Karma Yoga. And Karma Yoga is not Karam ki eja phal ki ichha mat kar, which is very popular in India. It is not. Duryodhan did karma. He's misbehaved with the wife of Pandavas. And look, there was Mahabharata, the biggest battle of the earth since the earth has been formed, and every got perished. And this today's war is because of the Mahabharata, only I will say. I asked Krishna, what was the use of having such a big battle? Millions of horses, elephants died, people died. He said, Sumant, it was a Maya, it was an illusionary fight to show the people on the earth, look, everything, when you fight, there's a disaster. But I asked, then nobody learned. He said, yeah, this is what is the gravity of this earth. This is the Maya of this earth. Nobody will just learn. So Karma Yoga is, science of Karma Yoga is a meditational technique through which we can come to know the consequences of our action before we take the action. If the consequences are good, we have a choice to take the action. If the consequences are not good, so that means you will come to know before you take the action. So I come to know. And always the consequences may not be highest, but still I would take the action because that is my karma. I have to resolve my karma. So there is only one way. If you are mindful, then you can do other things which is in the internet. They tell you dance, exercise, singing, smiling, laughter, everything. Gratitude, thankfulness, they're all things. Wonderful. But it is not possible. Your karma is not to be thankful to your own wife only. So only when you are mindful, you can be thankful. Only when you are mindful, you can be grateful. Are you with me? So what is this mindfulness? You see, you have to understand, Jesus Christ was not spiritual. Every word has energies. Spirituality, there is the science of spirit. But when you say spirituality, that you are a spiritual person, you are a spiritual guru, All the spiritual gurus have lowered their energy and this word has been spoiled. Buddha and Jesus Christ were mindful, understand this. Mindful is when you are using your own resources, your brain, your mind in such a way which creates happiness, ecstasy, bliss, not for only you, first for you and then for others. But peace. And that is when you follow the 11 steps of karma yoga, or that you'll have to come to the 7. So one of the easiest way to be mindful is to do meditation. Now, which meditation? There are many meditations in the world. All the meditations can take you maximum to alpha or theta state, or some to delta state, where you lower your brain frequency and come into an altered state of mind where you secrete happy hormones. Simple. If you have to be happy, you have to be in altered state. You have to lower your brain frequency. The best is samadhi meditation, which we teach. This is the highest meditation. There are 112 techniques of Shiva. All the religions, the so-called different meditations are coming from these 112 techniques. All the techniques of the world. Understand this. So to be happy, you have to be mindful. And to be mindful, you should know what is meditation. There are other things also which you can note down. Okay, Rumi. One is that when you are smiling.
Yes, sir.
Why you smile? Yes, smile is just make your cheeks up, close your eyes, and just open your mouth and let the blood go to your third eye and crown chakra, from your heart chakra. And you can let the energy come from the root chakra. You smile. When you do exercise, you release endorphin. Endorphin are happy hormones. When you have proper sleep, then you also release melatonin, which is anti-aging and helps with your sleep cycle. Having a pet makes you happy. Playing with that. Once again, being thankful, being in gratitude, taking time out for yourself, preparing some wonderful dish, eating sometimes wonderful dish which your mother has prepared or something, you get into that emotional feeling of your mom. Are you with me? So when you have that dish which you had maybe in a restaurant also with your mother, father, and you go back in the memory lane, because with the dish you have those emotional feelings of happy hormones. Breathing exercise, pranayama. Okay, let's do some pranayama. Okay, what is pranayama? This nostril, for example, right? You're going to close with your thumb, for example, and I'm going to breathe from your left nose. I'm going to take this to my pineal gland, the breath. And when I'm breathing in, my stomach should come out. I'll hold it for some second. I'll breathe, for example, let's say for 6 seconds. I'll hold it for 6 seconds. I'll put my 2 fingers over here on my other nostril and release from for 6 seconds. Now I'm going to breathe in from this nose. All of you do with me. Normally, you take about, they say 500 ml of oxygen when you're breathing, and when you do this pranayama, it takes more than 5,000 ml of oxygen with one breath. The idea is that this breath should go into your pineal gland. This may not be in the internet. It should go to your pineal gland. Understand the divine. That is the focus, to take the breath. And when you're doing it, follow the breath. In one of the days, I'm going to teach you one meditation which Buddha learned. Shiva's meditation which Buddha learned. Understand, Gautam Buddha learned. He did a lot of meditations. And he came to the realization that he had done great things. But he had only reached the realization of one of his past incarnations. He decided that he had done nothing. He roamed for a new teacher and he made Adi Yoga Shiva's teacher and did one of his meditation where you go between the two junctions. Some of these days we do. So there also we follow the breath initially. So follow the breath. Hold it. Hold. Release from this mouth. Now take breath from this nose. Some people will say the sound should not come. Don't listen to them. Huh? They know nothing. Kakhni patana. They know nothing. They are just internet gurus, or they had some gurus who did not know anything. It is okay. And you know what I tell. Please forgive me. There are some yoga teachers also. What I tell in my class, that if you have to learn yoga from a Russian, from a Hungarian, or from an Indian, whom will you learn from? The Russian says, Hungarian says, Indian says Indian. I say no, learn from a Russian. Because the yoga which Indians do is a gymnastic, which a Russian would do better, Hungarian would do better. They are more flexible. It is good to do exercise. A yoga teacher will also live till 80 years. A gymnast will also live for 80 years. A normal person also lives for 75 to 80 years. So what is the idea? Yoga is, main meaning of yoga is union with the divine. To mastering your breath. And then not breathing at all, but to teach in the samadhi meditation. That is the main purpose of it. Otherwise, rest is exercise, which is good. So pranayama is going to oxygenate your body very deep. It is going to take the toxins from your body, literally. Regularly doing pranayama, it is said that Harvard Medical School and other very popular medical associations have said that for 1 year would lower your blood pressure. It regulates your blood in the circulatory system. So now, once again, to be happy is not to be sad. And not to be sad, you see, you have to understand another thing. Anger and sadness, fear and anger you have fear and you become angry. But when you are sad, you cannot become angry. You cannot hold happiness and anger together. And similarly, you cannot hold sadness and anger together. You have fear, you become angry, and then you become sad. I repeat, you have some fear, you become angry, and you become sad. Once again, training of amygdala and hippocampus. And if your hippocampus and amygdala are trained, you will not be fearful in the brain. Can you show them the hippocampus and amygdala? Like Ashna, you chip in before we start the meditation. Before Rumi is going to start the meditation. Yes, Ashna. And you show the amygdala and mastering. So it is very important. With this meditation, samadhi meditation. So don't do any other meditation. Just do samadhi meditation. Start. With the samadhi meditation, I have been able to be mindful, and I have been able to. That is why I love my family. I love my partner. I love my wife. She's my companion. We go all over the world together. Understand? So there's a difference between a companion and a wife. You have, all of you have wives, but do you have a companion? Understand this. If you are mindful, you will have a companion. So have a companion. Understand this. Who makes me happy. With it, her, I'm always in ecstasy. The thought of her makes me in ecstasy because I am mindful. I do my best to keep my family happy, my companion happy, my wife happy, and do my best because I am mindful. I see to it that they are always happy. If any circumstance is that makes them unhappy, I will go out of my way to make them happy. I leave no stones unturned to make them happy because I am mindful. And I am mindful because I do this samadhi meditation. I'm always in samadhi, even when I'm talking. So Ashna, I like to chip in something, and then we're going to put to Rumi to put the meditation. Yeah.
So I have to talk about amygdala and hippocampus.
Anything you like to chip in, because you and Rumi speak very good.
So, okay. Sir, basically, for happiness, what I feel is that there are many people all over the world who come to us for depression, that they have issues of depression because of which they are not able to experience happiness. Because in this case, what happens, technically, their brain lacks the hormone which leads to happiness, which is serotonin, norepinephrine, and dopamine. These are the three hormones which makes a person happy. So when a person is going through depression, these hormones are lacking in the brain. So what samadhi meditation does is that if you practice this meditation more and more, because we are talking about the secret of happiness, so we can do laughter yoga, which is the external stimulus to happiness. But if you want to experience happiness all the time, like I have seen Sir happy many times whenever Sir is with us and is teaching in class, and even after class, I've seen him happy. It is because he is maintaining his state of samadhi. So when you maintain that meditative state, you are able to naturally secrete the hormones which makes a person happy. So if a person is sad and he is given the tablet which contains the hormone endorphin, then even if the person is going through sadness, bouts of depression, or is in grief, immediately the person will become very, very happy, very ecstatic, because it is the hormone which is making the person happy. So it is, if you are not happy in your life, then you lack the hormone which makes you happy. And how you can be happy without taking antidepressants, without taking any chemicals like endorphin, which is the endorphin tablet, you can do it through samadhi meditation. So in samadhi meditation, we are able to, as we discussed yesterday, we are able to balance our prefrontal and frontal cortex. So we have balance our left brain and our right brain. We are able to train our hippocampus and amygdala, which is part of our limbic brain. And we are able to naturally be in the state of happiness where we secrete the hormones of happiness, which are serotonin, which is dopamine, and which is norepinephrine. And when we train ourselves more and more, we are able to secrete the hormone called oxytocin, which is the ultimate happiness hormone. Like this hormone,
it's called the bliss hormone.
Yes, it is called the bliss hormone, and this hormone is secreted when the mother gives birth to the child. So when it's a normal delivery, this hormone is secreted, so mother does not feel the pain as much. So when the mother is so excited, is feeling happy to welcome the child, and when the child comes out, the doctor places the child on mother's chest, which creates that bond and which secretes the natural healing hormone called oxytocin, the bliss hormone, which maintains the relationship between the mother and child for lifelong. That is the hormone which gets secreted when we continuously practice samadhi meditation. That you not only experience it for your own child during childbirth, but you continuously experience it all the time. Because what I have observed personally, that when you're on earth, you will experience certain karmas. You will go through certain experiences to enhance the journey of your soul in order to go to the highest path. So when you're going through the experiences, it is very important we learn something called karma management. That you manage your karma in the highest and best way, so that you are able to maintain your state irrespective of the circumstances which are there in your life. Because you may have observed that your ancestors have actually passed on experiencing these problems of job, problem of money, problem of relationship, and the entire life there is some or the other problem. But who is a master who is able to manage this in the highest and best way and is able to maintain that state irrespective of what's there in the environment? That is the first thing I wanted to discuss. And there's another thing which I always mention that people should know from the beginning stage. When we did our first webinar, there was this lady who commented on our chat, and she said the coronavirus which has come is very bad because we are not able to be with people who have experienced grief. We are not able to hug them and take that grief off them. So if you actually want to be happy, there is one secret which I will just share briefly, that you should avoid grief. So coronavirus is actually uplifting your spirit, and since you're on your home quarantine, you are sitting at home, you're actually building up your journey where you can enhance the journey of your soul. So as much as you will avoid grief in your life and avoid going to these places, you will get those karma varganas which will automatically make you happy, or something or the other will keep on happening in your environment which will create experience of happiness. If you will only have experience of grief in your environment, grief does not allow the karma varganas, or the, you can say, karma particles of happiness to penetrate in your aura. So always be very, very mindful of this. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Ashna. Thank you. God bless you. So we can have the meditation. Okay, I'll lead the meditation. Okay, close your eyes. And we can, if some new people have joined, we can show that chakra meditation, that chakra thing, which Sujith has made, and then I'll lead the meditation.
So Sujith, you can put on the video, and after the video, we'll be doing the meditation, we'll be doing the healing, and then we'll be doing powerful laughter yoga exercise.
So Ashna ji, if you can give commentary.
Yes, so in this video, you're seeing that the energy is hitting the root chakra, and you have to see that the root chakra is opening, and each chakra is opening like a lotus flower. So you have to see the lightning is striking the each chakra, and each chakra, which is like a small lotus bud, is blossoming into huge lotus flower and is swirling. So you're seeing in the video how the energy is traveling through each chakra, and each chakra is opening up. So you're seeing the throat chakra is opening, then the third eye chakra is opening, and then the crown chakra, which has the maximum energy, that crown chakra is opening up. what you have to see that once all the chakras, 7 chakras have opened up, you start breathing along the spine. And this happens with practice, and you have to do it 9 times. And then you have to take the energy up to the 8th chakra. 8th chakra is few inches above the head. It's like a ball of light. That's how you have to visualize it. It's like a ball of light. And then you are inside this 8th chakra. Then you have to see that the energy is going back down again. So Sujith, maybe you can just hold on the video, which I want to clearly explain the 8th chakra. So you can pause it. So when the energy is going back down again to the root chakra, you have to see that when the energy goes down to the root chakra, it will stop slightly above the root chakra. And then it will go back up again to the 8th chakra. While this is happening, you have to keep your concentration on the 8th chakra itself. You don't have to go up and down with your breath. You don't have to take your awareness like that. So keeping your awareness on the 8th chakra, you will see your breath will become shorter and shorter. So each time it comes down, it will stop slightly above the previous stopping point, and it will become shorter and shorter, shorter and shorter. And slowly with practice, it will disappear. And then you will end up inside the 8th chakra. Then you have to see that the bone which is at the top of the head, it's called the fontanelle bone. You will see that you will slightly raise your chin, and the light from the 8th chakra will pierce your fontanelle bone, which is the top of the head, and it will go to the back of the head, which is the cerebellum. And you will see continuously a lot of light piercing your fontanelle bone and is going to the back of the head. Or you will see that your entire brain will lighten up, and then you will see the energy will gather again at the back of the head, which is the cerebellum, and then it will become like a beam of light which you see in the projector, and at an angle of 60 degrees it will pierce your pineal gland, which is the center of your brain. So third eye chakra, sometimes people confuse this between the eyebrows. It is not between the eyebrows. You have to take it's like, imagine a needle is piercing your center of the eyebrows, and then again from the top, and you will see just in between the center of your brain is the third eye chakra. So it's not outside between the eyebrows, it is exactly in the middle of your brain, in the pineal gland. That is where your third eye chakra resides. So you have to totally understand that chakras reside where your spinal cord is. They are not outside. They are actually, the main chakras are placed on your spinal cord. That is where you have to see the energy centers are opening up.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Now, I want you to close your eyes. All of you have to close your eyes. It is very important to close your eyes. Very, very important to close your eyes. Only when you close your eyes, your pineal gland gets activated. Only then you are going to go in samadhi state. Without closing your eyes, you are not going to go. So close your eyes, take 5 long deep breaths. With every breath, you are going deeper and deeper. Knowing that the deeper you go, more relaxed you feel, the deeper you go. Very deep, absolutely deep. Taking divine light inside your physical body, and when you release all the toxins, and we send it to divine light to transform. I want you to imagine that a lightning strikes, which you see in the skies during the rainy season, strikes your root chakra, and your root chakra, it's a small lotus, but imagine it becomes a big, huge lotus flower. And there is a spirit molecule which comes from lifetime to lifetime and stays at the root chakra. And you see that your spirit molecule and your root chakra is swirling like a Sudarshan chakra, swirling, faster than the speed of light. And all your issues of not having abundance, your skeletal system, pain in the back are being released, that you take the load of this world. You are going deeper and deeper with every breath. As you bring this energy up to your sexual chakra, imagining your sexual chakra, which is about a couple of inches below your navel, as a small lotus bud. When the lightning strikes, it's blossomed into a big, huge lotus flower. And you see another soul molecule, which you bring from lifetime to lifetime there, and you're swirling like a Sudarshan chakra, faster than the speed of light. Faster and faster, faster and faster. And this energy is spreading into your small intestine, large intestine, stomach, and all your sexual abuse, all your mental abuse, physical abuse, which your parents did by telling you you're not good enough for anything. Or your sexual organs, if they have been abused, all it's spreading. The light is spreading and making it pure. Like you see in the TV ad, detergent, Rin, Ariel, Tide, cleaning the dirty shirt, becoming ultra wide. You see it becoming ultra wide, all the muck and the light has got that quality. I repeat, the light has got that quality. I once again repeat, light is that quality where it has got its own intellect, and as you observe the light, it changes its reality. And the physical body at the minutest level is photons of energy. If you pixelate your through an atomic camera microscope, you see that after chromosomes, DNA, chromosome blocks, photons, you are just energy. This solid body which you're seeing is just an illusion. It's an artifact illusion. You're actually nothing, and nothing is the womb of creation. And that is what will take you in the Samadhi meditation, going deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. Knowing that the deeper you go, more relaxed you feel, more relaxed you feel, the deeper you go, very deep, absolutely. And you bring this energy up through your solar plexus chakra. Imagine your solar plexus chakra is a small lotus, but as the lightning strikes, it becomes a big, huge lotus flower. And there is another eternal soul molecule, which is swirling, swirling, swirling like a Sudarshan chakra. And all your fear of unknown is being removed. And you see energy coming from the mother earth, the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra. And you see this energy is going to your liver, where there is a lot of rejection, regret, anger, resentment, and also your kidneys, gallbladder, pancreas, spleen. It is purifying them, making them ultralight. See it, visualize. Okay. Take a long deep breath, and you see this divine light. You see this energy coming up to your heart chakra. As the lightning strikes, it becomes a big, huge lotus flower. And you see there is another eternal soul molecule. It's swirling, swirling, swirling like a Sudarshan chakra. And you see energy coming continuously from the mother earth to your root chakra, sexual chakra, solar plexus chakra, heart chakra. And you see energy spreading to your lungs, removing all the grief, all the betrayal from your heart, all the sadness, helplessness is being removed. And see the green light coming from your heart, shining. Yes, mixing with this white light. And you see this energy coming up to your throat chakra. Imagine your throat chakra is a small lotus, and the lightning strike becomes a big, huge lotus flower. There is another eternal soul molecule which you bring from lifetime to lifetime. And you see energy coming from the mother continuously from your root chakra, sexual chakra, like a fountain of energy, to your solar plexus chakra, heart chakra, and throat chakra. And you see light spreading in your shoulders, lifting all the load that you have in this coronavirus thing, that what is going to happen to your business, to your job, the recession. Nothing is going to happen. All is going to be well. See this darkness being removed, and you see this light going to your left and right arm and your hands, and the whole body down. It's filled with this light. Your hips are filled with this light, your thighs, your knees, your legs, your calf muscles, your feet, your fingers, and coming back from the soul to your back. Tell your spinal cord all is well. There is no tension. Everything is fine. As this goes through your throat chakra, through your brainstem, pons, medulla oblongata, the part of the brain, going up to your brain to the third eye chakra. See your third eye chakra as a small lotus bud. As the lightning strikes, it becomes a big, huge lotus flower. And you see This lightning coming from your throat also, that you're able to speak the divine language to your third eye chakra, and all the neurons of sadness are being removed and sent to divine light to transform, and happiness is being filtered, that you know what it feels like to be happy. Say, I know what it feels like to be happy. I want all you three to say, I know what it feels like to be happy. I know what it feels like to be in bliss. I know what it feels like to be in ecstasy. I am ecstatic. Say, I am ecstatic. I am powerful. 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 I choose to be happy. I choose to be happy. Focus right on the third eye. And you see this small lotus bud becoming a big, huge lotus flower, and there is another eternal soul molecule which you bring from lifetime to lifetime, and your psychic abilities are developed. You see energy coming from the mother through the root chakra, through your sexual chakra, solar plexus chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra, going into your prefrontal cortex, going into your temporal lobe, going into your parietal lobe, going into your occipital lobe, which is the visual stimuli, and the cerebellum, going in every part of your brain, medulla oblongata, pons, brainstem, which connects your spinal cord to your brain. You see this light brain filled with this light. And you move up to your crown chakra. Imagine your crown chakra, a small lotus bud, at the lightning strike, it becomes a big, huge lotus flower of more than 1,000 petals. And you again see there is another eternal soul molecule, and which swells faster than the speed of light. And this is your connection to the divine. And you see continuously the energy coming from the mother through your root chakra, sexual chakra, solar plexus chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra, crown chakra, moving up to your 8th chakra. Now your 8th chakra is somewhere between 2 inches to 2 feet above your crown chakra, and it is where your karmic residues, like Akashic record, your good, difficult deeds are there, which you have to live in this lifetime and in the next life, and your progenies. Remember, your karma depends upon your karma of your spirit, which is coming from different lifetime. It depends on your genes, which you get from ancestor, the deeds done by your ancestor. Also your environment, that is the country, the religion, the culture that you are from. And the karma varganas, the subatomic particles that get attached to your physical body and your spirit. And that we teach in the retreats and advanced seminars. And then the karma of your bacteria, which is in, there is every cell is having 10 bacteria, and you have trillions of cells, more than the people who have come on this earth when the earth was formed. More cells are in your body, and every cell is like a human being. So that means every cell has a soul, which is in the mitochondria, adenosine triphosphate. And the scientists say when the person goes to light, the cells start shutting down. It's like every cell is like a human being. Understand this. We have trillions of cells of your ancestors. We tell you to do something good, something bad. You're so confused. We have memories of all the wars that have happened, collective consciousness. Everything difficult, everything wonderful also. And you see, you reach your 8th chakra. And you start moving up into the universe, through the stars, through the planets, through the galaxies, above the solar system, above the Navgraha, the 9 planets. You honor all the planets, but you are above, so that you are above the planetary positions. But you can only be when you are mindful. You have to understand this. Going up, passing the galaxy, the Milky Way, to the different parallel universe. And I want you to imagine that you're also going down into the volcanic energy through your feet chakra, down into the rubies, emeralds, diamond in the Mother Earth, also coming from your left, right, front, back. And now I want to imagine that from the cosmos above, you're coming down, coming through your 8th chakra, through your crown chakra, through your third eye chakra, through your throat chakra, through your heart chakra, through your solar plexus chakra, through your sexual chakra, root chakra, into the Mother Earth, into the volcanic energy, into the rubies, into the emeralds, the diamonds, and then coming up from the, bring that energy from the volcanic energy, from the Mother Earth, through the feet chakra, through the root chakra, through the sexual chakra, So your solar base chakra, your heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra, crown chakra, eighth chakra, going up, 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 and then from up coming down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And you are in this nuclear fusion of divine energy. Say in your mind, I'm always with God, never separate, always with God. And see yourself getting atomized like sugar dissolves in milk. When the sugar dissolves in milk, you cannot see the sugar. Similarly, you dissolve in this light. Take a long, deep breath. Now I want you to imagine that when you come from the cosmos down to the root chakra, now this time from the root chakra, you are going to go to the 8th chakra, crossing off and stay in the 8th chakra. Start rotating around the 8th chakra, and from the 8th chakra come to the root chakra. Once again, from the root chakra, imagine that you're going to the 8th chakra. Do it 9 times. Going up, down, activating your central canalize, through which the cerebrospinal fluid is going to be lifted from the root chakra. Now, I want you to pull up your Kegel muscles at the perineum base of the spine, NS, yeah, pull up and see the energy coming up. And going to the 8th chakra, coming down. So when you are coming down, the energy is there only. You are just bringing your thought down. Pull up your Kegel muscles, take the energy to the 8th chakra, just bring your thought down. Once again, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now we are going to go up, and you are going to imagine that from the 8th chakra you are coming to the crown chakra, to the third eye chakra, to the heart chakra, to the root chakra, going up, become a parabola like this. And your soul molecules are swelling. See them swelling. Just imagine. Imagination creates, ignites creation. Do not worry. Yes, wonderful. You're swelling so that you see the cosmos inside your physical body. You are the cosmos. Now this time when you come from the root chakra to the 8th chakra, when you come from the 8th chakra, you're not going to go to the root chakra. You'll be in the spinal cord somewhere in between. This is the new path, shorter path. Now go to the 8th chakra straight and come down. You'll go to a shorter path than before. Again go. You go to a shorter path than before. Again go. Shorter path than before. Again. And then you reach the 8th chakra, you start swirling around the 8th chakra, go inside the 8th chakra. It is the electronic Akashic record. You can rearrange it. If you're able to master the Akashic record through the Samadhi meditation, that is, if you're able to go into the transcendence for a couple of years, then you can rearrange your Akashic record at will and help others also. Very good. Now I want you to imagine that you're coming from the 8th chakra, crossing your frontal bone and going to the cerebellum at the back of the brain. And your whole brain is going to lighten up. When it lightens, it burns everything which is rotten inside, all the memories. And from the cerebellum, crossing the frontal bone, go to the 8th chakra, from the 8th chakra, cerebellum to the 8th chakra. Do it 9 times. And now when you reach from the 8th chakra to the cerebellum, make a tension, you feel some tension, heaviness at the back of your cerebellum, and make a laser-like beam and see it is penetrating into your pineal gland. Yes, wow, and there's a spark. This is that divine union. You'll see this is a light, very light pinkish light, like a pearly light, light, very light bluish, white, mixing. Wow, like a diamond. The best diamond, the light, just this light makes it sparkle. That is the divine union. Stay in this place for some time. Now, while you are in this space for some time, I want you to make your jaws, eyes, nose, ears, tense them like this. This is training your amygdala and hippocampus. And release. Tense your shoulders, arms, fingers, release. Tense your Kegel muscles and your whole body, your muscle, your knees, your thighs, your fingers, toes, everything. Focus on your third eye. Release. Once again, do it. The whole body. Release. Release. I want you to focus on the third eye. And there is a temporal lobe, amygdala, hippocampus. See, there's an activity happening in your brain. See that happiness. I want you to imagine that your brain is getting happy. Actually, it is happening. This is yogic kriya. This mantra is the high vibration mantra. Focusing on the third eye, it is going to activate your hippocampus and the amygdala fast. Focusing there on the third eye, on the left and right temporal lobe. You'll see in your parietal lobe, there is a top frame. Some heaviness. I want, a little headache. No, not worry. You have never used this hippocampus for mindfulness and be happy. You have never trained it, so it's okay. It is I want to imagine that you close your ears. You can close it like this with your hand, or you can just imagine whatever way. And bring this sound the way your lips should be closed. Your tongue should be reversed in Kechari Mudra. And be in this vibration. And with your tongue in the upper palate, just you see it's in tinglings. It's going to activate your hypothalamus, through which you can create any amount of happy hormones by activating your pineal gland and pituitary gland. And you master the HPA axis, hypothalamus, pituitary, and adrenal gland axis, HPA axis. In this moment, take a long deep breath. Regularly practicing this meditation is going to make you always be in ecstasy, joy, because this thickening of this oxytocin, serotonin, dopamine, endorphin is already there in your system. It's like a battery. Wherever you want to use it, you can use it. For example, before Now we start the laughter yoga. Let us bring this energy and start laughing. Ha 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 ha. All of you, yes, my friends. Ha 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 ha. Go into your third eye and your pineal gland and bring those resources. Activate your pineal gland. It is going to go. Endorphin is going to go in your physical body. Ha 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 ha. Sujith, activate the, unmute those people, you know. I also want to hear you, Rumi, Sujith, and Ashna ji, you are laughing. Thank you. Shiva, thank you, Christ consciousness. Bless me, I'm so blessed that I have such a wonderful life, that I choose to be happy, that I choose to be in ecstasy. I know, I'm a winner.
I know, I'm a winner. I know, I'm a winner. I know, I'm a winner.
I know, I'm a winner.
I know, I'm a champion.
I
know, I'm a champion.
I know, I'm a champion.
I'm the winner,
Once a winner,
Once a winner, always a winner.
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 Thank you. Thank you. Before we put on the music. Thank you. Sabit.
So, Sujith, you can put Abir.
So we have our wonderful friend and host for Lebanon, Abir.
Can you hear
Hi,
me?
Abir. How are you?
Yes, we can hear you, Abir.
Yeah. So we like to show the magic, you know.
Sujith, can you activate her video as well?
Sure, she's just coming on.
Let me see how it's going to work. It's the first time that I go.
So we'll be doing a very powerful laughter yoga exercise.
Hello.
We have Abir. Yes,
Hello,
we can see you,
sir.
Abir.
Hello.
Okay, if you can also
Hi,
join me in the
Abir.
video. Hello, everybody. Join me in the video as well. So it's a good
Yeah.
to see you also laughing. Okay, everybody. So we're going to start the exercises. Laughter yoga depends on creating laughter from inside and activating all the hormones in the body. And though we also use breathing exercises and moving our hands when the body moves and the breath. It helps us to secrete all these hormones and be in the right state. So first we're going to start by a very simple exercise like every child will do when they're happy is by clapping our hands. And we're going to do first by 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 with a big smile. Remember, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to add the laughter to these steps. We're going to say ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. And make your breath, the ho comes from the belly. So deep breathing. Ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. One more. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Big smile. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. And now we're going to say the punchline. Very good, very good. Yay! Very good, very good. Yay! Wonderful. I want to hear you laughing at home. Okay. So the first exercise then we're going to do, imagine that we have a phone and we're having a very funny phone call. So we're going to say, you can see my cat in the background. She's a bit terrified. Wonderful. One more time, we're going to say, very good, very good, yay! Very good, very good, yay! Wonderful. So now we're going to do another laughter. So remember, whatever is the circumstances, you need to always be smiling, always be happy, because with your observation, you change the reality. So whenever we get our bills, telephone bills, credit card bills, so we open and we read and we, Wonderful. So one more time. Let's do it now in French. Salut to Fabienne. Très bien, très bien. Yay! Très bien, très bien. Yay! Wonderful. Thank you, my friends. Now we're going to do another exercise, which is the argument laughter. So sometimes we get into some arguments. We don't want to, but we want to pass our point to someone. So remember, when you have anything you want to say, always smile. Because no matter what the issue, if you're smiling, you're gonna be happy. I want to hear you. Now, your husband, don't leave your clothes on the floor. I told you, I have to do the dishes with me. Very good, very good. Yay! So do a video of yourself doing this laughter yoga and share your videos with us. Show us how much you're enjoying this. Very good, very good. Yay! Wonderful, my friends. Now, after we have done the discussion laughter, I'm not going to say the argument, we're going to do now the forgiveness laughter. So the most important, the most powerful technique is always asking forgiveness. So I ask forgiveness from you. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. The higher that's the laughter, the more the forgiveness. Wonderful. So now in Hindi, bahut acha, yay! Bahut acha, yay! Wonderful. So are you all making these movements and laughing? I can see you. Okay, I want you to be moving around. Okay, so our next laughter is why are you laughing? So now you're laughing, you're in your room, maybe you're alone, and someone comes in the room and say, why are you laughing? And you say, I don't know. I don't know. Do I need a reason? Laugh with me. Very good. Thank you, my friends. So, any of the parents, they can join me, Rumi or Ashna, maybe they can put their videos, also they can see them. The more we see each other laughing, it's contagious. So again, very good, yay! Thank you, sir. When you lift up your hands, you just increase the energy in your aura. So very good, yay! Thank you, sir. So now we are going to do the age laughter. So going to do 3 age laughter. So when children, how do children laugh? And how do adults laugh? And how do elderly people laugh? Or belly laugh, people with big belly. So first we're going to do the child laugh. And now how the other laugh? When you want to laugh and you don't want to laugh at the same time. And how do young ladies laugh? They are shy. Shy laughter. laughter. No, 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 no. And now all people laugh. Oh, 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 oh. With the bunny laughter. Very good. Now we're going to say in Arabic, Mumtaz, Mumtaz, yay! Mumtaz, Mumtaz, yay! Stretch your body, stretch your lungs, stretch your arms. Very good. And now we're going to do the famous cocktail laughter. So we're going to do a fruit cocktail, and we have our fruits with us. We have a banana, we have the kiwi and the mango. And we're going to sing for every fruit because it's nice to sing for the fruits. They get blessed. So first of all, we're going to bring a banana and we're going to peel the banana. And so you're going to follow me and you have to sing with me. Banana, 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 banana. One more time. Banana, 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 banana. And now the kiwi. Kiwi, 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 kiwi. And now our mango, we're gonna take our mangoes from the trees. Mango, 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 mango. Oh, 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 oh. One more time. Very good. Very good.
Very good.
Yay. Very good. Very good. Yay. Now we're gonna mix all these fruits together to our last laughter, which is our fruit cocktail laughter. So we're gonna mix all these fruits, we're gonna shake, 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 and we're gonna shake them. So we're gonna shake from one glass to another. Yeah. Hold down. Very good, very good. Yay.
Yay.
So at the end, just take a long, deep breath in.
Thank you.
You can all the beautiful
Thank
energy that you have created, send it out to the world. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you, Abir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Everybody.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my friends. So we'll do one affirmation and then we will bid you wonderful goodbye for till tomorrow. So once again, say ah. Come on. Bring from your hara. Yes. Sujith, इनको unmute करो. Ah.
Ah!
I know, I am abundant and wealthy.
I know, I'm abundant and healthy.
wealthy.
I know what it feels like to have a home.
I
know,
it's like to
it's
have a
like to
home.
have a home.
I know what it feels like to have a family.
I know what it's like to have a
Feels
family.
like to have a family.
I know how to be happy.
I know
how to be happy. How to be happy.
I am happy.
I am happy.
I am a winner.
I'm
a
a
winner.
winner.
I am a champion.
I'm a
I'm a
champion.
champion.
I know I'm a champion.
I know I'm a champion.
I'm a champion. Come on with me. I know
I'm a champion.
I'm a champion.
I'm a champion.
Always a champion. I know
Always a champion.
I know I'm a winner. Once a winner, always a winner. When I
Once
win,
a winner,
everybody wins.
always a
Always a
winner.
winner.
Everybody wins. When I win,
When I win, everybody
Everybody
wins.
wins.
I know I'm a winner. I know
I'm a winner.
I'm a
winner.
champion.
I know,
I'm a
I'm a
champion.
winner.
Om Shanti 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 Om. Om Shanti 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 Om. Om Shanti 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 Om. Thank you, my friends. God
Thank
bless
you, sir.
you. Love you. Bless you. You always be in ecstasy. Always be with divine. And you are divine. We all are divine when we are mindful and when we are doing samadhi meditation. Thank you. Good evening, good night, good morning, and good afternoon. Have a wonderful evening, wonderful night, blissful morning, and a blissful afternoon. Om Namo Namah Shivaya. Thank you.